Saturday morning. It's 8:20. I'm in my last hours. Whoops, a little bit shaky there. My last hours right here in the country of Laos. And remember, it's not Laos. I gave you that information at the start of this trip. I'll give you a little bit more information. Something that I learned about this country of Laos. It's surrounded by 5 countries. It shares a border with 5 countries. China, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, and Myanmar. You most likely know it as Myanmar, but it'll always be Burma to me. It's bordered by those 5 countries. It has no sea or ocean. They call that landlocked. It's a landlocked country that has no sea or ocean. It's the only landlocked country in the world. That's very impressive that I'm in the only landlocked country in the world, and that's a fact. And I'm going back over here. Actually, I can see my destination behind me, but I gotta go around. I'm going to a place, I kind of went there on my first day here, a place called Pusi Hill. Make your jokes. It's P-H-O-U-S-I. Pusi or Pusi? I think it's Pusi Hill. And there's a big temple on top of it. And that, I think, will be my second destination. My first one, I got to check out of the hotel at 11. So I got enough time. This hotel that I'm at, by the way, the second one that I'm staying in Luang, Prabang, the other one was over this way. The other one is on this street. I just left it minutes before I started this video. This is much more centrally located. Not that it matters, it's a small town and I don't mind the walking, but this is more centrally located. The other place this guy's got a Guns N' Roses shirt. The other place I'm gonna try to go is the National Palace, the Royal Palace and National Museum. It's one building, or one complex. The reason I say maybe going is I don't know if they'll allow me in with my short shorts, my Daisy Dukes, my Lemmys. I don't know if they're long enough. They're touching my knees, but I don't know if they sufficiently cover my knees as people in these places favor. So that's what I'm going to try, these 2 places. Then I'm going to go back to my hotel, pack, and then I'll have a few hours after that to, I don't know, do something before I got to go to the airport and catch my flight back to Hanoi, Vietnam, where I will be for another 5 days, I think. All right, so my day, shaky. My day has started. Oh, she's making some nice sandwiches. This is like seeing tortas on the street in Mexico. Sabadi? Oh yeah. I'll eat something too before I leave. I gotta spend the last of my Lao kip before I leave. This is the night market street, and since it's not night, there's no market. And this is the night market food court area, which was brimming last night and kind of wasted space during the day. And this was where I went last night to eat. That is also going to be empty. This was all food stands last night. Look at this woman in front of me taking video, walking down the street like a jackass with her camera. This is really not interesting to see, is it? This is where I ate last night, somewhere around here. I know it was up here, these wooden benches and tables. I ate there last night. So interesting, these facts that I give you. And I see a little bit of activity here. I see smoke and I smell something being cooked. Oh, there's some activity here. Oh, maybe I'll eat here after I pack and get out of my hotel. Oh, this is actually quite busy. Oh, look at this. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to come back and see this later when I have more time. I'm going to stick to my... Yeah, I'm going to go back here. And, that's all new for me, so I think I'll stick with my original plan of just going to... Because I know how much time I'll spend here. And I will go to the Royal Palace National Museum and Pussy Hill first, and then come back here when I have more time. After I've checked out, I can leave my stuff at the hotel, and I'll come back there and possibly eat, and at least look around, give me something to do to kill some of my time. I have arrived at the National Museum and Royal Palace, and I'll see if they let me in. I'm not sure which is which. I guess that's the museum and this is the palace. I think that's... It just says National Museum, but I thought this was marked as the National Museum / Royal Palace. I'm gonna have to double check that. But it is very nice, nice grounds, and you got to pay. I don't know how much to get in. I would get. Oh, maybe there's another building there. Maybe this is the. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look. I'll see if they'll let me in with my shorts. 60,000 kip to get in, a little bit pricey, and not allowed in with shorts, but they do give you something to cover up at some point if you go in, which I have not received yet. I had that in Istanbul a couple years ago too. There was a mosque, a very famous mosque that I went into, and they give you something to at least cover yourself, which is much better than in Hanoi at the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum last week. Went to go in and they wouldn't allow me in at all. Offer something if you're in a hot tropical country and you have a lot of tourists and foreigners who are wearing shorts, you should, if you want to have the rules, okay, but at least offer something and not turn them away. I think it gives a bad impression. So this building here, which I saw last, this is a theater. I guess I'll go in. I'm not too interested in that, but I will check it out. I'll check out this one as well. So it seems that there are 3 buildings here, and this, I don't know who this guy is. King Sri Savang Vang. I don't know. It doesn't say what years he ruled. I don't know, but there he is. This is like a ballet theater, so I have no interest in that, so I'll go on to the other 2 buildings and see what's going on there. Nobody has offered me any kind of leg covering. I don't know if that's going to change here. This is some kind of temple. I will follow the rules and take off my shoes. Oh, she says no. Oh, all right, I will stop. This is a Royal Cars exhibition. This was not advertised as... Oh, I see also a sign, no photograph, do not take picture and video. All right, I'll stop this and take a look. No idea what fruit this is, but it's growing on these trees here. Each tree has like 1, maybe 2. I think just 1, it looks like. And it seems that most of them are at the the front on this side of the tree. I don't know if that's the way they grow because of the way the sun shines. I don't know. I guess this is the main museum. I might pass on it. I'll take a look. I see kind of a line to go in, and I don't have too much time. I gotta head back to my hotel around 10:30 to pack and get out of there by 11, and I still gotta go to Pussy Hill, which is right there. I'll take a look, but I think I might not go in. I've decided to pass on this, going and seeing this building. You got to take off your shoes, which I don't mind. Actually, I agree with that. I like that. I think that's a good rule to have. Frank Costanza doesn't like it. He's got a little bit of a foot odor problem, but I think it's pretty good. But it's a little bit of a schlep taking off your shoes. Yeah, I would have had to cover up. I saw a woman giving some other women like a sarong to put around them. And it's just a little bit of a schlep. If I had all day and lots of time, I would happily do it. But I don't know about happily. I would do it. Begrudgingly, I would do it. But it doesn't look that interesting to me to get. And like I said, I don't have too much time. It's almost 9:15 now, and I got to be back at the hotel around 10:30 to get out by 11. So I will... Didn't really get much out of this for 60,000 tip, and that may not sound like a lot, but everything that I've eaten on this trip is between 40 and 70. So yeah, 60,000. It's not a lot in terms of actual value or in terms of actual money, but in value to me, that's a meal. And I have money to go through anyway. So yeah, I feel like this was for me could have been skippable. Didn't really get too much out of it. And I'll show this again. And I don't know why I'm going back this way. I'm going up here to Pussy Hill. There's a big temple on top of there, and that's where I'm going to go next, across the street. I have exited the Royal Palace and National Museum. Behind me now, it's in the past, and something that I did learn about it on Google Maps, they call it the Royal Palace and National Museum. What I discovered was that in 1975 it ceased. It was used as a royal palace. I don't know why it was here and not the capital in Vientiane. Maybe Luang Prabang used to be the capital, but it ceased to be the royal palace in 1975. I guess the king and queen and the royals, they didn't abdicate. I guess they just left and found a new house. I don't know. And so in 1975 it became only the royal palace. But I guess it became only the National Museum, stopped being the Royal Palace. Don't know why, but on Google Maps, I guess they still, maybe just to make it seem more grand, you know, Royal Palace sounds more inviting than just National Museum. And I will say, I didn't mention, but that car exhibition was kind of cool. I was only in there like 5 or 6 minutes. It was a relatively small by, let's say, Jay Leno or Jerry Seinfeld standards. A pretty small collection, but very, very pompous. It's a bunch of cars. There was it's all cars that were gifted to the royals, because the people who have money, the most money in the world, they need gifts more than anybody. So these were all cars that were gifted to them by governments. Most of them, I think about 3 that came from the U.S. government. 1 from Japan. There was it was a Toyota Jeep from Japan. Most of them, I think, were in the 50s too. The United States had gifted them. There was an Edsel, a Lincoln Continental, or as Uncle Junior Corrado will call it, a Rinkin. And there was a Citroen. I think that's a French car, but I think it was gifted by not the French government. I don't know. And it said that the Citroen was the only one of those cars that was standard manual transmission. All the other ones were automatic. And the royal chauffeur preferred that, as he said the automatic transmission was too mechanical and impersonal. So he preferred driving that. And there was a wall with, I think they had 5 chauffeurs over the years. some at the same time. I don't know how many people were in the royal family. And the one, I think it was the Rincon Continental, it said the king and the queen were the only people to ever travel in that car. None of the other royals did, just the king and the queen. So, but yeah, it was very, very pompous and arrogant, saying, oh, we got this as a gift, we got this as a gift, we got this as a gift. And look at them all now, but don't take pictures and don't tell your friends about them. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Maybe, I think this might be the entrance to Pusi Hill. There's the temple. Yes. It says please buy the ticket before a visit Pusi Mountain, with an arrow pointing in this direction. So that is what I will do. I think I'm gonna skip Pusi Mountain. It's 30,000 kip, and which would leave me very little to eat, and other incidentals that I may incur, and I don't want to run out of money. And this in retrospect, this was kind of a waste of 60,000. This also, it's a temple up at the top, and I've seen a lot of temples this week, and some in Hanoi also. And it's just one more temple. And I did kind of see the outskirts of it. On my first day here, I did go up to the top of Pusi Hill, and I just didn't go to the actual temple. And I looked on Google Maps and looked at pictures of Pusi Hill. I saw things that I did see myself a few days ago. So yeah, I think I'll save that and allow myself a little breathing room to eat. Also, because a lot of places here, you don't know how much something is until, you could ask, of course, but they don't have often prices on the menu, and you just go and I've had a few meals where I've eaten, and then you finish eating, you ask how much it is, and they tell you. So I don't want to be in a position where I eat something and then, where am I going? There's nothing down here except the bathroom. I don't want to be in a position where I eat something and then run out of, don't have enough money to pay for it, and they put me in prison or something, or make me wash dishes, which would be even worse. So I will skip Pusi Mountain, and it's 9:30 now. Is that enough time to eat? I'm trying to think of how to spend my time. I got quite a lot of time, and I'm not sure how to spend it. This is going to be the good thing, is I was going to spend some of my time. But for now, I'll pass on Pusi Hill and walk around a little bit, go back to my hotel and check out. I feel like this is one of these sites that it's kind of famous for being famous. Look at this nice bakery here. This looks like they got really good stuff here. I think I will get something. Let me take a look. I don't think I want something sweet right now. I want something more salty. Look at this thing. Alright, let me decide what I'm going to order. I've decided I'm going to have one of these. They look delicious. They look like the banh mi bread. Looks very hard and crunchy and crispy and maybe chewy. And again, I've said so many times, I'm really bad with the pronunciation in Laos. But I think it's called baguette. Is what it is. I'm going to order one right now and try it. It's kind of hard to dress up a piece of bread and make it look nice. I mean, it's just a bread on a plate. There's no fruit or any other kinds of vegetables or anything to make it look nice, but they do what they can. I'm outside this nice little bakery here. I think it's called Ori, O-R-I, and I asked the girl about this thing, this baguette, and she told me that it's actually pronounced baguette, and it is a Lao word for giant breadstick. So I'm about to eat my baguette, my giant breadstick. This is kind of like a pre-breakfast thing. And then I'll go back to my hotel, pack, and come out and walk around. I can leave my bags at the hotel, and I will eat something more proper. So I will try this baguette. Plain, just the way I like it. I love that kind of bread. hard, chewy bread. Mmm. Mmm. Interesting texture for sure. Hard, crispy, chewy. Laos, of course, is famous for its bread. It's gonna take me about an hour and a half to eat this thing. I'm back at this little alley where I ate last night and where I walked earlier today. Now going to this new part that I have not seen before. And I'm about to eat my last meal in Laos. And I guess the only stipulation that I have, maybe there's not as many places to eat here as I thought. It looks like it's people selling stuff. I think my only stipulation, I don't know what I want, but I just gotta make sure I eat at a place that has a proper menu with prices, because as I said earlier, I don't want to order something not knowing how much it costs and then not having the money to pay for it in cash. Well, that's an interesting texture. Yeah, not really anywhere to eat here except a few places that just have like a few things on sticks. It goes on quite far. Here's a place. God, I like this kind of stuff. They got the dry ice machine. No. It's like a little bit of everything. This is like the moles that you see in Mexico. I guess that's matcha right there, I think. I don't know what that is. A chili paste, I guess, of some kind. This is like the mini night market, selling the same stuff, t-shirts and stuff. Oh, and I come out of the National Palace again. Alright, so from where I started, there were two ways to go. I started to the right, I'll go back to where I started and go the other way. I don't think I'm going to find anything suitable in this street market. I'll have to maybe find somewhere else to eat. Started here, I'll go this way this time. Oh, look at this. This baguette is 15,000. And it's like double the size of what I had earlier today. It doesn't look quite as hard or crispy or chewy. Look at all this stuff. really heavy. A lot of this stuff, dried fruit and nuts and stuff like that. This is like serious Jenga action here. That's in danger of collapse. At the end, it appears. So yeah, nothing to eat here. I gotta take it to the street. I've come back up this alley where I was last night to get to the main street, and I see this place. Now this is the kind of stuff that I like, and this is the kind of place that I like, and it's empty, and I like that. And now there's no prices there, but if I can see a menu. Alright, this looks like good stuff. Oh yeah, oh, no problem. Yeah, I'm good up to 60, I think. I think I've got about 70,000 left. Yeah, I'm good here. I'll get something from here. Let's take a look here. Yes. This would be the place where I eat. Now this looks good. This is called khao soi. And of all the food in Laos, the one thing that I did want to try, you know, it's all kind of similar, a lot of soups and things like that, rice, noodles. The one dish that I did know by name was khao soi, and I haven't, it's maybe another place they just call it noodle soup. But I don't think I've seen it before. So today on my last meal, in my last day in Laos, I think it's very fitting, very appropriate that I'm eating the one dish that I wanted to. It looks amazing. She said it's spicy. It's pork. It looks like longanisa. Pork and noodles and some green onions. And you can add some of this if you want, lime and chilies. This, visually, this is maybe the best thing I've seen on this whole trip for 9 or 10 days now. I'm trying it now. I'm about to try my khao soi. Looks, again, I'll say how great it looks. I like this kind of a reddish color soup. That, to me, that indicates spicy. Pork looks excellent. It's like like I said, like longanisa, very kind of almost like a ground pork sausage.
What would be your economic one?
All right, let me try the caldo. Yeah, a little spicy. I see some other vegetables in here too. Some green stuff, unidentified. Caldo is good. And let's try the noodles. Thick, broad noodles. And I'm gonna get a bigger piece of pork. There's people in front of me that I'm trying not to disturb people. There's what the pork sausage looks like. It's very good. Everything in khao soi is bursting with country fresh flavor. Wow, wow, wow. That was good. I forgot, I gave up on my official food rankings. It's too much, but I can tell you, at least I recall the top 3 and the bottom 1. Buncha was still number 1. I think the larb was my second favorite. This was third. This one of all the soups that I've tried. This one had the best caldo for sure. I like that red, kind of spicy. It wasn't like hot, but much more flavorful and spicy. It was excellent. My least favorite was the one, I'm coming up to it up here. This is the Market Street again. Same places again and again. It's a small town. Yeah, that the noodles with what tasted like ketchup was not the best. It was my least favorite. So it's 12:01. I thought, you know, I've got about an hour before, really an hour and a half, I guess, before I can leave to go to the airport. I don't know what to do. I thought about going to the UXO Center again, the first thing I did when I got here 6 days ago. But they closed at 12 o'clock. They closed a lot of places in Laos, and I think Vietnam too. They closed for like lunch, like a siesta thing, like in Spain, and some places in Mexico still do that. Very outdated and old-fashioned, I think. But they closed from 12 to 1 or 12 to 1:30, so I can't go there again. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. And I've already, checked out my hotel, so it's not like I can go sit down and be horizontal and take a nap or something. I will, you know what I'm going to do? Walk around a little bit and then head to the airport. They got the classy Loca taxis here. Oops, wrong one. Ah, there we go, alright. Sawadee. Alright, off to the airport. So this is the airport. That's the whole airport. I think it's smaller than the train stations that I've been at, both here in Luang, Prabang and in Vang Vieng. This is probably the smallest airport that I've been in my life. I can't remember a smaller one than this. Maybe Guanajuato, Mexico? I'm not sure, but this is very small. All right, going in. Got a lot of time to kill. Yeah, it's just 1:20, and my flight leaves at 4:05. And here's the interior of the airport. Not a lot to see here. So because of the really rare time that I can take advantage and be a premium flex counter because I'm cheap and or poor, I avoided this minging lineup of about 8 people, and I was able to go right there. And yeah, I'm done. Everything. Well, I guess I got to go through. Where's security? I guess security is somewhere here. And oh no, here's security here. Yeah, I got to go through there, and then it's a long wait. If you missed any magnets and t-shirts at the night market, you can get them here for probably... I don't think they're too expensive here. They're more expensive, I'm sure, but I doubt that they're crazy expensive. This doesn't seem like a country that would try to screw people over like that. Through security. We got this down this way. And this down this way. No terminals. I think not really realistically any gates. As I mentioned when I got here a week ago, only maximum of, on a busy day, they get 14 flights here, arrivals and departures, 14. I think they average around 8 a day, sometimes as few as 6. So it's a very quiet airport. And I don't mind that. I don't mind sitting around waiting. I've been busy all week, so this will be a chance for me to cool my jets, as they say. flight is late. We're supposed to leave at 4:05 and we're just boarding now. It was late getting in.
This current unauthorized changing of speeds due to the air crossing and balance restrictions.
I'm right there.
Large carrier
So here's my lunch. This is the nasi lemak. I was just talking to my seatmate. I was hoping that he would have another meal that I could trade with him. I booked this in like October or something, and I only realized today that it had anchovies in it. I can't eat anchovies, but he doesn't get a meal, so I'm stuck with this. I'll see if I can eat around the anchovies, but I feel like anchovies are one of those things you can't really pick them out like peppers or something. It infests the whole flavor of the meal. So I'm gonna. Other than that, it looks fantastic. Let me check this out. I've identified the anchovies, and I will now surgically remove them. Oh, they look kind of crispy. Interesting texture. Oh my god, I can smell them. They smell fucking terrible. I'm not doing a good job of showing my precision. I gotta get every single little bit. It still might not taste very good. I think they've infected the rice. The trick is to get them all off without and minimizing how much rice you take with it. Oh, the smell is just the worst. Oops, what am I doing? Seriously, I can't have one. Anchovies and olives are gonna make me vomit. Sorry to tell you. I hope I don't vomit for your sake.
I hope so.
No, I don't know what this is. This is. Any idea what any of this is? I know that's an egg. They call that an egg, right?
Yeah.
Comes from a chicken.
Must be cashew.
And that's peanuts?
Some nuts, yeah.
I don't know if this is some kind of chicken.
Yeah, it's
Curry chicken maybe. And I don't know what this
something.
red. I think this is something called rendang. It's like a chili paste, I think. All right, let me try this. Let's see if I can do this. I can see a little bit more anchovy here. Put that little fucker over there. Let me eat this and stop bothering everybody. Cloudy day in Hanoi, just like the other days I was here. This is the never-ending corridor. This is the longest corridor, if that's what it's called, I think that I've ever seen. This is a new experience. Got through immigration. I think I waited about 20 minutes in line to actually get stamped through. Took, I don't think it was any more than 30 seconds. The guy looks at my visa, looks at my passport, matches up, says GTFO. Don't think I've seen this before. Usually you get to the baggage claim and everybody's standing around and there's nothing out, and the carousel hasn't even started. This is the opposite. I don't think I've ever seen the carousel full of all the bags and that there's not one person. But I don't see mine yet. After some considerable messing about, I have arrived at my next hotel just here for one night. The last 2 nights have been just one night, which kind of sucks. You get in, then you get out the next morning. It's almost not even worth it, but you got to stay somewhere. So here I am at the Hanoi Hotel. It looks pretty nice. It's well lit. It looks nice. No, for my standards, it looks quite nice. This is like the Hilton. Hopefully not the Hanoi Hilton where John McCain was housed. All right, let me see what I can do at this place. Xin chào. Whoops. An elevator is making its first appearance on this trip. I'm on the 4th floor. It's like a room of mirrors. And what time is it? 8:20. What a kind of a waste of a day traveling. Gonna be doing the same thing tomorrow too. All right. Room 402. Oh, it's ready for me. Oh, nice room. I need to put the thing in here, I think. Nope. Oh, that works. That works. There we go. All right. Oh, look at this nice room. Oh, this is the nicest room for sure that I've stayed in terms of niceness. Oh, it's quite nice. First time I've seen a TV on this trip, which will not be used. Is there a refrigerator here? I hope so. I hope so. Yes, and that's only one night. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Having a fridge in the room really makes a big difference. All right, well, I'm not going to waste time in the room. I'm going to go out and do something. I'm in a new neighborhood of Hanoi from where I stayed when I first arrived. I don't know when that was, a week and a half ago? 9 days ago, I think. Just to get a different neighborhood, even though again it's only for one night. And tomorrow too. I'm gonna go to my next destination tomorrow. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure if that's gonna be afternoon or evening. I'm gonna have to investigate and see. But I'll do some things tomorrow during the day. But I am also gonna go out now at night. Because it's Saturday night and I'm in Hanoi. Why would I waste time in a hotel room all alone? Because a hotel all alone is not a rock and roll star's dream. That's Paul Stanley. Bert Stanley Eisen. Let me see the bathroom here. I don't care. Oh, this is a nice hotel. Nice room. And this is, I can't remember how much this cost. The same thing, I think around $14, $15, $16 for the night. US, something like that. All right, I'm off somewhere, walk around the neighborhood, I guess. Saturday night, 9 o'clock in Hanoi. This is my hotel right here. And I'm so fortunate that right beside or right in front of my hotel, I've got this cleverly named coffee shop, which I assume is a national chain called Bean Around. I would never drink coffee or anything at a place like this. Why would you go to a big place, conglomerate like this, when you can go to a local place? People love to support local. So it's a nice night in Hanoi. It's really nice. It's very comfortable, much nicer, warmer than it was when I was here last week. As soon as I got off the plane, I could feel how warm and very humid it is. As I said, it's 9 o'clock at night. I'm wearing a t-shirt. I'm very comfortable. Maybe a little bit warm when I was here last week. It was a little bit cool walking around at night and in the morning. I would even say I was quite cool a couple of times. This is much more pleasant. I haven't checked the weather. I'd guess it's probably around 23, and it's funny that 23 at night feels warmer than 23 at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I have nowhere to go. I guess most things are closed now. It's as I said, it's 9 o'clock. But there's no way I can just sit around in a hotel doing nothing. So I'm gonna just walk around. Look at this. It's a very busy and bustling city, Hanoi is. It's not quite like Saigon, but it is big. I see a lot of bright lights down here. That indicates that there might be something going on here. Oh, here's Buncha. And it sucks. I told you I'm just staying here one night. The place I was last night was also one night. It sucks staying in a hotel room for one night. So you're kind of wasting your time checking in and checking out and everything. And not that that takes time, but you don't really get the flow or the feeling that you're in a place. Do you know what I mean? Staying in a hotel, and there's gonna be another night where I'm staying just one night in another hotel. So that kind of sucks. All right. Oh no, I'll tell the story also. It's not a story, but so the guy beside me on the plane, his name was Amari. He was from Belgium, just like my good friend Eric that I go hiking with every week. And he was 25. We talked the whole plane ride. We went through immigration together. Got our I got my bag. He waited for me. He got his eSIM. So we were friends for a couple of hours. The process of getting, look at this. The process of getting a taxi was not quite as difficult as when I got here originally a week ago, but it was not easy. It took some fadoodling to get it, but we finally did get it. He's staying maybe 2 kilometers from here, so we ordered a Grab to his hotel, and then I ordered another Grab to come to my place here. So that was much easier to do. So now, and I'm not hungry. I had that little meal on the plane without the anchovies, and I had that meal. Or I've had 2 meals today. That's enough. So I'm not really hungry, not looking for a place to eat. Just trying to enjoy some scenery right here in beautiful Hanoi, Vietnam, and apparently the Vincom Center. Alright, change of plans. I'm gonna get a banh mi here at this place called Banh Mi Bo. I'm not sure how to say that or what it means, but it is where I am, and let's see this guy making it. Let me see what's on. This is, I guess, they got a bunch of different ones, and I got the standard one, the typical one. Is I hear this Vietnamese horrible music. I don't know if it's like rap. Where's the menu? He showed me the menu in English. Can I see the menu again, please? No, but the one that he gave me in English. Oh yeah. Come on. Yeah, so this is the standard one that I got. 40,000, and it's $2.54 US. And there's that one, and it's pate, smoked sausage, red cased ham, pork shoulder ham, roasted pork with honey sauce, chicken floss, Vietnam egg butter sauce, pickled vegetables, cucumber, cilantro. A lot of stuff on that dish. I don't know what that other stuff is. Oh, it's the same stuff on both sides. I guess those are drinks. No, I don't know what that is. It's measured in 1 kilo, 500 grams, 250, 125. I'm not sure, but I'm about to have my first banh mi of this trip. Chummy. Here it is, my first banh mi in 3 years. So that's the white and the orange is the pickled vegetables. I think this stuff down here is the pate, which I guess is some kind of Vietnamese word, and some other stuff buried underneath there. And it's toasted and it's warm. I think this is the first time I've ever had a toasted banh mi, which should make it that much better, I do believe. I mentioned earlier that you shouldn't go to that coffee shop, you should go to a local place. Maybe I've contradicted myself. This looks like it could be a banh mi chain instead of just some old lady or old guy selling it on the street. But I walked past it and I got the urge for a banh mi. I was probably going to get some kind of snack anyway. So this is going to fill me up. chewing. There's a the guy asked me if I wanted it spicy, and I said, yeah, but I don't know if I taste any spice. Maybe a little bit. It's very good. You know, this could be a meal or a snack, depending on your mood or time of day or other factors. Yeah, mi ban. I would have come in here for a snack, but I don't need that now that the banh mi is taking care of me. But I will get a drink. Banh mi was very good, by the way. I loved it. It was maybe Vietnamese people would scoff at that because it's like liking McDonald's or something, you know. But it was very enjoyable. My first banh mi in 3 years. Anything new here? Oh yeah, I saw that last week. So weird. I forgot what Vietnam was like. I haven't been here for a week. Alright, I just want something to drink. I wish they had that good orange drink like in Laos called Kelly. One was called Kelly, one was Green Mate. The 1 liter Pocari Sweat, I'm not feeling that though. Pocari Sweat is reserved for when I'm hot and dry and sweating. Not hot and dry, hot and dry and sweating. Oh, here's some kind of orange. Oh, the Tropicana Twister, I remember. Oh, this too, Tepi. I remember having both of these. I'll get one of these. Look at these individually wrapped bananas at Circle K. What a strange world we live in. I will exit the crowded Circle K. Got my Tropicana Twister. If I can open it. Isn't it exciting seeing a person drinking? Eating and drinking everything that they do? Oh, it's horrible filming. I'm here. Oh, it's pretty good. It's very similar to the Kelly or Green Mate drinks, orange drinks that I had in Laos. They're all the same, these crappy orange sugary drinks. Circle K. Walking back to my hotel and I've come across this place. I haven't seen too many supermarkets. A lot of convenience stores like Circle K, but not too many supermarkets. Let's take a look at this one. It's like an ice box in here. It's like I walked into Nunavut. Oh, that's why they're all wearing jackets. It's freezing in here. Yeah, everybody in here is wearing a jacket. All right, let's take a look. Look at all this stuff. They got this behind curtains. It's all like packaged meat, hot dogs and stuff, and sausages. Anybody know why this curtain would be here? Just extra protection? From what? I don't know. What kind of Pepsi is this? Looks like raspberry or something. I think that's soup. That's pho flavored Pepsi, obviously. I was joking, but maybe it is. Oh, look at this strange Coke container.
Oh, I'm sorry. No camera, no.
You tell me I can't take a camera?
No,
I
no,
can't. Of you, right?
No.
Okay, okay. No video allowed in that store. No cameras, photography of any kind. They actually had a sign up at the door. The guy came and showed me the door. He was nice about it, but I thought he was saying like don't film the people, but he showed me on the door that there was a sign saying no cameras with a strike through it. What a weird country this is. Very strange. I don't remember Saigon being like this. I don't know if this is a Hanoi thing because it's the capital, or I don't know what it is, but that's very strange. Like how many people are going in there and taking pictures or videos that that it warrants that sign? I don't know. Anyway, I'm back at my hotel now, and I'll say goodnight right now. There's no need to go up to my room and do the whole thing that I do every night. So tomorrow I'm heading to a new destination. I'm going to take a train a couple of hours, I think, south of here. Yeah, I think it is directly south of Hanoi. And I don't know anything about the train schedule. I have to investigate that now. I could go anytime tomorrow, assuming that the trains run on a pretty regular schedule. I can leave anytime I want, I guess. So that's where I'm headed tomorrow. But I'll spend some time in Hanoi morning for sure, maybe part of the afternoon. That will depend on the train schedule. So that's all from a pretty light day here in Hanoi now, but started in Luang, Prabang, Laos. Thank you. See ya.